Hello, friends and fellow graders. All right, I played ahead a whole pile here, just to see where we'll look at what we've done, but just to see where things would get to. And I saw in the tech tree, it basically came to a roadblock where it required this whole thing to do with Tesla, and I was curious what that was, and now we've got a pop-up. So I thought this is a good place for us to probably dip our toes back in. Dear creator, I question my own sanity in doing so. Basically wants to create the technology for electricity, I'm assuming here. Batteries, something like that. So Tesla's Quandary. We got to place a battery, find and retrieve the rare components by investigating plumes of smoke, strike the battery with lightning using the electricity power creator. All right, we're going to do that, I suppose. Yeah, so it's interesting. Anyway, I think this will probably be our last episode. So I wanted to kind of go over everything that was that I kind of ran into so far with the game. Oop, did I not? There we go. Yeah, jolt of joy. So we've kept people high at the moment. Oh, and I see we've got a clock running on the thing. So basically, let's turn this down. Or pause it for a sec, and we'll turn that back to normal. So we barreled along the tech tree here, and we hit kind of a roadblock with electricity. It says, enter Nagala Tesla Prey. So I was like, I don't know what that is. And I'm assuming that's what we've just sort of hit. And that kind of is this pin between you and the rest of the game. So we need to deal with that. There's a few things going to get added later. Blacksmithing coming soon. No idea why that is tied in here. That makes no sense. I mean, electricity, like blacksmithing would be way back. But other than that, we've hit a barrier. So we can do telescopic lenses, then that's it until we resolve this, which is interesting. So I've basically spent a bunch of time here making schools to get engineers to fix things. And the water situation just took care of by making a whole pile of pumps. And basically, the pin I've seen so far in the game is between your happiness and your crime. And looking at the things that create happiness, you can see various things, hospitals, schools, those kinds of things. And then things that create crime. Hospitals have a positive effect against crime. So schools don't seem to have any effect, but if you build hospitals, they do. Engineering stuff doesn't seem to affect anything. So it's interesting. You can basically look between the two and go, okay, what can I build more of that'll create positive? Over here, doesn't seem defense towers don't cause anything. Oh no, they do cause negative over here, but positive against crime. So you kind of balance those two. Hospitals to me seem like a very easy one that make people both happy over on this side. It increases your happiness and decreases your crime. So throw lots of hospitals down. That's what I found is at a certain point here, I started looking at the game around this scale, and then realizing, okay, well, if you're not zoomed in enough, there's a lot of notifications you don't notice. And honestly, at a certain point, this side panel becomes utterly useless to me. It's just a pile of binging. And I couldn't play this game on a slower speed because I would lose my mind. So anyway, interesting continuing through with it to sort of see at what point it breaks or I break. And I'm very intrigued by it. It's kept me pulled in. I don't know that it makes for a great Let's Play in that I got to a point where you can no longer really come and focus in on the little details. And that's the interesting part. There's still, the kind of some of the bad jokes and stuff that stays, but then you lose the kind of, I guess the intimacy of all of this population, because your population simply just gets to be too big. We're at 198. There's zero way I can pay attention to all of these people and their things, right? So I've been focusing on concepts like education, things like that, not on specific needs. I'm not going to look at this person and go, what do they need at the moment? It's just simply too much. I suppose if I wanted to play this game at a very, very minutiae base level, I could do that. I don't really want to, not at 198 individuals. It just gets to be a little bit too much, a little bit fiddly. We need to assign someone, but I'm not even sure who I can assign because then I got to convert one of these educated people, I think, to a doctor now. And I'm not sure where they're all assigned. I think this is the other issue. I wasn't sure what, if they had places that they were already working. So if I sort them by their things, I can sort them by occupation. That tells me they're an engineer, but they're not auto-assigning for some reason to engineering places. I don't know if I can somehow set auto-assigning. It doesn't, only educated nuggets, building will be working with full speed, healing spots. Anyway, I'll sort that out. I'm not entirely sure with some of these things. But basically that's where I got to. So I still find it intriguing, but now we've just been given this task, which is interesting because I played several hours past the last episode, and running full tilt here, and I haven't run into anything other than just kind of the maintenance that I've been going through and trying to get my head around what exactly causes what. And that's about it, and just kind of noodling away and just working away through the stuff. So let's get back to this tech tree. Place a battery. So I don't even know what that is. Let's take a look. So now it's pulled me back in with intrigue. See, there's a couple of things. This opened. I haven't used this yet. A local business. That'd be good to do. Let's see here. Farm, fishing pier, gas mine, lumber camp, iron mine, oil jack, stone mine, warehouse. Okay. Oh, battery. There we go. Okay. So I need iron, of which I currently have none. Because to get the iron, I need the iron thing, and I believe they're still building it. Okay, so this is after less successful attempts at storing electricity. Okay, well, I guess we'll try to build one of these things. I will build it maybe right over here where I have my iron mine. Now here's the thing. Okay, iron mine is... Let's prioritize this. I thought I had. We need stuff for it. And I'm going to need stuff for this. So we placed a battery. Find and retrieve the rare components by investigating plumes of smoke. Okay. Now I don't know what this means. Is this like anywhere on the planet? Okay, here's plumes of smoke. Gotcha. This can be a meteorite or something. This is bonkers. Also, a space shuttle came and just vaporized one of my buildings, which I thought, I hate when stuff like that happens in a sim game, that you're trying to like introduce all these elements of reality and then suddenly I've got to deal with that. How do we investigate this? That's the question, isn't it? Find and retrieve the rare components by investigating plumes of smoke. Right. I don't know how we do that. So let's see here. What can we go and do? Is investigating a thing we can influence? Doesn't seem. Protective dome. Well, that's going to be useful at some point. Forestation. Yeah, I probably need to plant some more trees at some point. So I'm not seeing anything. I do have my Jolt of Joy still. Yes, it's going for 9 minutes. Now... I don't know that there's anything I could build here that would help me find this thing. I don't want to know my planet conditions. Why are you telling me this? Okay. I'm not sure what I've done to... Oh, I see. As soon as I get over to here, it loads it up. Huh. Okay. At any rate... so I'm not sure what we need to go and do it's not a defense tower, it's not a garrison, not a hospital. Forecast tower? I mean, I don't see that would do it. And there's nothing industrial here, I mean. Okay, you can stop giving me that. How about we do this? Nope. So at any rate, we don't have the iron yet. 0 of that. We have stone. We don't have anything else. So we'll see if we can manage this. All right, so we now know that... Let's just get off pause. That could be help Nugla. Yeah, okay. Battery, please. Now we need to find some missing parts. Yes. I'm aware of the missing parts. So I don't know how I resolve this. Oh, what? Okay, okay, bring the epicenter to... What? How do I do that? So I smashed this thing open by just banging on it. Okay, there we go. Bring to epicenter. I'm very intrigued. I like things like this that you're just like, oh, you run into a part of the game where you're like, well, what now? Do I use telekinesis? I do. Okay, do I use... Let's see if I can do that again. Let's go find town center. And... falling object. Yeah. Okay, did that not work? No. Okay, let's go back to the fallen object. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh. Uh-oh. See, I haven't done use telekinesis much, so that's my problem. Now, if I let go of that, okay. No. It's a bit fiddly, I'm going to have to say. Where is the... Where did it go now? Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's grab it. No, not the tree. Not that. It's interesting because I totally never used telekinesis. No. Okay. That didn't... This is so fiddly. Again, it's I think only fiddly because I don't use it and I don't know what I'm doing with it. Alright, so let's go telekinesis. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it moved. It jittered. I could just like move it over. How did I do that before? Okay, there we are. Oh, okay. No, press F to fly back to the objective. No, oh, maybe. Oh my gosh. I apologize for the tediousness of this. It's not as simple as just that. Weird. This is... It moves. Huh. Well, I am baffled how we did that in the first place. Because it's not actually using my telekinesis yet, so... Okay, you little nugget. Can you go get the thing? Because research panel is awaiting on us. Oh, yeah, great. Someone ran off with the resources. That's gonna happen. What are you gonna do? I would think that just actually clicking on this would allow it to happen instead of being weird and fiddly. Or it would just say, do this. Why do I have to now be involved in this? It's interesting that it tries to bring you, citizen. Like, you would think that just me actually selecting it would allow that to happen. Yeah, you guys are like over here now doing stuff, right? You've explored. So can you guys just bring this back? Can you do it? Or do I have to do it? Okay, so there we go. I got it working. But now how do I... As soon as I let this go... Oh, for Pete's sakes. There we go. Alright, there we go. Let it go. Hurrah. I think we did the thing. Apparently not. Oh, open. Okay. Blueprints. Great flaming balls of technology. Objects that fall from space contain blueprint fragments and unlock incredible new buildings and technology. Collecting all the blueprint fragments. So, knowledge comes from space. That's fine. Yeah, anyway, it's an interesting take on this idea that human progress is not somehow in control of itself. So find and retrieve rare components. Oh, so I got to go get more of them. Is that the idea? Oh, and also this needs upgrading. Let's do that while we're at it. No, not the person. This tower. Why is this tower? There we go. Upgrade. Oh. Okay, let's go and find the other things, if there is any here. So follow the plumes of smoke. Okay, is this another one? I guess so. This looks like something here. Oh, is this his tower? No, we can't do anything with this, can we? Strike the battery and lightning using the electricity power creator. I have to say, I don't care for this part of the game. We've gone on this whole... Oh, here we go. Like, it's kind of weird. I see. So once I can probably arbitrarily hit it with... And this fire should go out because it's on stone. I would really hope... Unless it's not, and in which case I need to... Also, what season? I don't even know what season we're in. Let's change it though. Let's go to spring. And make sure we got that Jolt of Joy. I don't know that we do. I'm not going to look. And, oh yeah, okay, let's have some rain here. Put that out. Alright, let's continue our search for alien influence. Oh, is this another one? Or is this the same one? I don't even know. Okay, I have to say, I do find this part of the game, like, daft. Like, really daft. I don't like this kind of stuff. Okay, and then bring to epicenter. Okay, I want to do that. Okay, now fly back. You gotta do kind of a weird fiddly set of things. Okay, that's fine. Let's bring it back. Open it up. Okay, we got another blueprint. Eiffel Tower, blueprint piece 3. That's fantastic. That does me no good. So is this now, I've got this Easter egg hunt of going around the map. It's interesting because it distracts you from like what you're working on. And also, what? I don't care for it. Okay, now go F. Yeah, it's a weird set of commands, or a set of things you got to do. Okay, throw it down and open it up. What do we got? Pyramid. Great. Okay. Now, did we do all the things that Tesla wanted? I don't feel like we did yet. Interesting. So at any rate, this game has kind of hit a weird point for me where I'm like, I'm intrigued still, but also I find some of the elements very grating. I find the sense of humor in it really grating. It's just, it's like really puerile, and at a certain point, you're kind of like, okay, that was funny maybe once, but like 27 times, you know, it's got a kind of like Discord loading screen sense of humor, and that you get one time with that. One time you go, oh yeah, and then after that, it's no longer funny. It just becomes kind of annoying at a certain point. But that, don't get me wrong, I actually still really kind of like the game. I like a lot of what it's trying to do. Okay, oh, did I not hit it enough times? All right, so let's bring it up center. There we go. Oh. Pick it up. I see, it gives you that weird floaty thing to tell me that I've done it. This is partly my fault for not doing enough of using my god powers. But and this game kind of does a weird... Oh, so that snuffs everyone around it? Oh, well, that's not good. I see. Is that the cost of knowledge? Is that I end up killing a bunch of people? Is that what I just did? I have no idea. I feel like I've just obliterated a bunch of people. And so anyway, on this Tesla thing, I'm not even certain what we've accomplished or need to. I no longer know where that Tesla thing is, because I also kind of no longer have a great sense. Okay, my map originally I was looking at like this. It kind of throws your sense of the map a little bit. But once you get enough little nuggets going here, see, yeah, okay, it becomes quite a lot. People are hungry. So that got me busy doing other things. I guess I could have paused the game and went on with that. And so now it is this idea. Do I want to go forward with some of those things? Now can I do that? Now I can do Tudor architecture, which can lead to blacksmithing. I thought that said coming soon. Oh, the effects of it are coming soon. So I don't want to do that because... Or does this work? See, this stuff is already... Those effects work. So I want those. Bizarre. These are now locked. Small kinetic. Okay, so I got to do the Tesla thing. But then have I now blown that? Yeah, I don't know. I've got to figure out the whole Tesla qua. At any rate. So I think I find this game intriguing. I do find, again, at a certain point, it stops becoming like a small level thing where we play with the individual stuff. So it tries to make a shift between the individual and the personal. It does that fairly quickly, I find. So then, as soon as that shift happens, the humor and a lot of this notification stuff becomes annoying, like people dying, people being born. At a certain point, it's difficult to care because you're so busy with these macroscopic problems. I don't know if that's a comment on society or something, but it's, what is this? What is that? I don't even know what that is. It's like somebody died or something got... Oh, it's an animal. Okay, it's a dead animal. I'm just going to leave that. I was like, what is that bizarre looking thing? At a certain point, it becomes difficult to care about the small things. And at that point, the humor and stuff begins to be a little bit lost. And the tonal shift in the game almost needs to follow along with all of that. The kind of play between the god powers and the tech tree and the progression, so the autonomy of the these little nuggets versus you just coming in and doing grand gestures is a little odd. I always find that strange in games. They give you these kind of shift between powers and also see, like I can come in and zoom in on these little like people doing their work here. I like that in these games. Everything's rather spread out though, which visually it takes up too much space in a way. I find that a little weird as well. Like it's very sprawling, and that visually is not, I don't care for it. Like it's very, I don't know. I guess we could just grow more trees and stuff in the middle, couldn't we? We could just put our god power on and then put down a whole pile of nature. Can we do that? Like if I did that, is that going to grow anything? Yeah, it grows a bunch of trees. So I guess you can kind of increase that. I don't know if that becomes visually problematic or not. So they did a nice job. They grew in a bunch of forest that they can now strip down again. although I don't know that they need to. I mean, we've got 470 logs. We've got a lot of stone. We need more mills and stuff to focus on that planks and all of that. And I guess we were still just waiting on the ore, the steel ore stuff. So while I've got ore extraction that I've been trying to do over here, so I've got an iron mine. I see. They just simply have not made any iron yet. That's all. So it's interesting. Like this one I can assign all, but the engineering huts, I guess you don't get to do that. Do you have to assign them individually? I don't know. So at any rate, I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a playthrough here. I've tried my best to I was doing a blind playthrough. Like I have not played the game really. So I was wanting to explore the game along kind of go through the learning process with you and see, because that tells you a lot about the game. If I knew this game forwards and backwards and then played it, it would be a different kind of playthrough and it would be a different perspective. So hopefully if you were looking at this one, hopefully I gave you a little bit of perspective if it's a thing that interests you. I'm intrigued to see once this thing leaves beta, because it's still, I think, in the last legs of beta, if I'm not mistaken. Once that happens, it'll be interesting to see how that changes the game. I'm assuming it mostly will change a little bit of the tech tree, but I'm guessing the core of the game is basically here, I think. I am intrigued to continue playing. I don't know how much I'm going to. It's just the amount of time it does take is lengthy for my level of intrigue is low. Disaster approaching meteors. Yeah, I don't care. I guess I could build domes or something. See, this, but then that would take a bunch of my god powers, and then I don't even know, what does this do? A dome. Oh, great bubble. Oh, I see, I can choose how much I want to save. Okay, so I'm going to, we go there. So I really want to go to the core, the epicenter of my civilization and go like this. Go, hey, how much do you want to save? That would cost me 197. Not a big deal. Let's do it. Can I do a second one? To save all of this. How much would that cost me? 237? Yeah, see, I've still got I've saved a lot because I haven't used my god powers. Oh, that only one at a time. Really? Well, that was expensive. Can I move it? No, can't move it. Gonna have to live with that. Anyway, interesting. And also, who knows if these meteorites would affect us. So you got to come in through the dome. I mean, a cool effect. Yeah, I feel like the game does basically live up to its promise. It does kind of... Okay, yeah, we got riots. That's fine. These because they're not inside the thing? Is that what they're upset about? What are they upset about? Really? Go into a riot location. This nugget loves to eat and gets hungry 25% faster. I don't know what you're upset about. I don't know. I need soup. Oh, because you're so hungry. Well, I guess if you guys worked and get more of the eateries built. I mean, I don't even know. At any rate, enough of my ramblings here. Hope you've enjoyed, and we will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.